back at you with a motovlog. I haven't done a motovlog since probably last December. I've been riding, but just not motovlogging. This is actually the first time I've had a helmet on all season. It feels kind of strange. So today I got a fun one. I don't know, this just occurred to me the other day. I'm thinking, what are some of the things or signs that mean someone or show someone is a old school biker? You've all heard that term before. But in just looking around, I don't see too many old school bikers anymore. Now, I do consider myself an old school biker. And if you're not familiar with me, just real briefly, I've been riding non-stop since 1974. I've always had 1 to 3 bikes in my stable. And I put a lot of miles on over the years, and I kind of grew up in that old school era. And I'm not talking, post World War II into the 50s and even 60s. That's before my time. I'm talking 70s, 80s. There's certain things that kind of define an old school biker. And I'm just going to give you 5 things that just popped in my head in no particular order and of no particular importance. And we should get some fun and good discussion down in the comments section below. Let's keep it civil though. Now, I'm not going to go anywhere near the what is a biker conversation. That's not what this is about. This is just some things that I think are signs of an old school biker. And hey, if you like this kind of content, give me a subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. It's easy to do. Just go ahead and do it. What are you waiting for? All right. Number 1 on my list, no helmet. You'll never see an old school biker wearing a helmet. Now, I say never. There's always exceptions, of course. But keep in mind, I started riding in the 70s when there was helmet laws pretty much everywhere, and there was a big fight to get rid of those laws, including in Wisconsin, where I'm from. So when I first started riding, for the first year or 2, we did have a helmet law. But then once we defeated it and it was no longer mandatory, I'm telling you, literally nobody, for good or bad, nobody was wearing a helmet. And to this day in Wisconsin, almost nobody wears a helmet. I kid you not. Now, it is easier to motovlog with a helmet. Although I have done some motovlogging without a helmet. I'll leave a card up here somewhere. The old school biker, not unlike many people, even newer riders, but the old school bikers, they like to feel the wind in their hair, the sun on their face, and they like to see everything around them, hear everything with clarity, and enjoy the smells. There's some excellent smells, as you probably most of you know, as you're riding, whether it's freshly cut grass or pine forest, you name it. All right, number 2 on my list. An old school biker will always stop for a stranded fellow biker or other motorists. They have an affinity for other travelers, and will do what they can to assist, even if that just means stopping and providing some moral support. Although most old school bikers are somewhat mechanically inclined and can make a lot of roadside repairs. Now, in this day and age, that's become less important because of the cell phone era we're in. Everybody can call and get their own wrecker coming, or buddy with a pickup truck or whatever. But at a minimum, if you see a stranded biker, an old school biker will make sure that he gets the thumbs up before moving on. All right, number 3 on my list is facial hair. I mean, come on. If you're an old school biker, you gotta have some facial hair. Whether it's a full beard, a big bushy mustache, Fu Manchu, you name it. Most old school bikers will have it. One of the reasons is that kind of is a sign of freedom and kind of independence, and it displays some of that rebel or outlaw kind of vibe. And personally, I had a beard as soon as I could grow one. I think it was freshman year in college, and had one until I got on the force, and then I had to go 25 years with just a little cop mustache. As soon as I retired, I grew the beard back, and man, I missed it. Beautiful frickin' day, by the way. 93 degrees, sunny. One of those days you just dream about. All right, continuing on, I believe my number 4 we're on. Number 4 is you gotta have some type of either a large fixed blade knife on your hip or a large folder in a leather case, something like a buck 110. You're never gonna find an old school biker without a decent blade on them. Now these are used for everything from just mundane tasks like cutting boxes and opening envelopes to food prep, you know, cutting an apple, other types of food, cutting your steak, to camp chores, prepping some kindling, all the way up to personal defense against 2 or 4-legged predators. All right, and the last thing that occurred to me is integrity. An old school biker has integrity. Their word is their bond. They're going to do what they say, and they're going to be where they say they're going to be. Kind of like the old cowboy thing, where you operate on a handshake. Well, bikers are kind of the same way, old school bikers. So anyway, there you have it. Those are just the first 5 things that popped in my head. So I imagine we're going to get some good discussion down below. What are some of the things you guys think of when you think of old school biker? And do you consider yourself an old school biker? Let's keep it civil though. Let's see what's down here. right, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, just kind of a fun little video. And I hope to be doing many more through the rest of the season. All right, guys, this is BCR signing out. See you on the next one. Later.